got the landscape blues tonight. Yeah. Welcome everyone. How you doing tonight? What is it tonight? It's Tuesday night, right? It's time for landscape. I guess what I'm doing tonight, I'm gonna mix all my colors, red, blue, and yellow. Plus I got black and white, but that's what's gonna happen tonight. Let me shut the bubbles off. I'm hoping that the feed is the speaker on this iPad's working today because I have it plugged in. I have the charger plugged in because it was almost dead. So I have it plugged in while I'm recording it. It shouldn't affect the speaker. I hope not. But let's see. I'm going to get started by sketching something up here. I think I'm going to use a palette knife today. Tonight's the night. We'll make history. All right, here we go. Yes, so I mixed my own colors. I had to mix my own brown, my own burnt umber here. So I had to mix green and then put red in it and got this, I call it burnt umber. That's my burnt umber there. I'm going to do the mountain in the middle today. My main peak. And I'm just going to have some rugged mountains just going straight across today. I'm not thinking about distance or anything. Just some rugged mountains going straight across there. So I'm not even worried about, I probably won't bring them down too far. Maybe down to here. So let me drop some hills in here and see how I'm going to do this. I like designing with this burnt umber. It's like sketching with a pencil pretty much, but you can get some cool things pop happen with like if you do it very loosely. That looks pretty good. I want to have a foreground here today so I can put some big trees in. So I'm going to have a hill here. So I can put some bushes here with at least a couple big trees going into the sky. Because I keep doing these landscapes where everything is like looks far away, and then my trees I can only make my trees like this tall. So this is going to be a foreground that's like right. If you were standing here, you'd be pretty tall here. So I'm going to put some big trees on this hill right here in the front. So there it is. There's the sketch. That looks pretty good. Let me see, make sure it's in focus. See if anybody's on to check my voice, to make sure my voice is coming in okay. I'll have to check on my phone. I'll have to check on my phone. All right, sounds good. Let me get started. I had to work today. I had to work at Michael's this morning. I had to get up early. I'm tired, but not tired enough to do a landscape. I'll probably go to bed early though. So I made my own blue. I mixed ultra. I started with blue anyway. I mean, ultramarine blue. But I did put white in it. A little bit of white to lighten it up. So if you're new to painting, you could do you could paint a landscape like this with just 3 colors. Here's the colors I used. I used ultramarine blue, Cadfree yellow. This is Liquitex, Utrex. I used those 2. And then I used Alzerian Crimson for my red, which was even another brand. This is Artist Loft, okay? So I'm using 3 different companies, but I'm still mixing the colors. And I'm using white and black. I already made a gray for myself. I made like a Payne's gray. You just have to mix a little black and white together, more on the dark end, and then put some ultramarine blue in it, and you'll get a nice Payne's gray. So I pretty much have all the colors I need. The green, you just mix yellow, grab some yellow, and more yellow than blue. Start off with a lot of yellow, and then add a little bit of blue until you get the green color that you're looking for. So don't start with blue. Start with like a big enough yellow, and then just add a little blue to it at a time. Same thing with gray. You want to start off with your white first and add the black in second. Okay, if you do it the other way around, you'll waste a lot of white trying to lighten it up. All right, so I'm going to have a blue sky today. I don't know if I ever told you guys I'm allergic to tomatoes now. I'm half Italian and I've been living on spaghetti and meatballs pretty much my whole life. And all of a sudden now I can't have tomatoes. I'm like, what is going on with that? And so I told my friend about it, and she made me some special sauce out of beets and carrots to like so I could at least have pasta with sauce and some meatballs. And I tried it last night. It was good. It was really good. So I'm gonna try and I'm gonna go to the doctor soon and try and do an allergy test and see what's going on with. Have you ever heard of an Italian being allergic to tomatoes? It's like being allergic to grapes. Just it blows my mind. Well, anyway, there's my sky. Uh, Let me lighten it up down here a little more. Yep, so no more spaghetti and meatballs for me. I made a couple shorts today. I got a few more subscribers. Thanks for subscribing if it's you. I really appreciate it. Let me go to my good brush. I'm using, these are filbert brushes I'm using if you're new to painting. It's a size 10. I'll probably use this brush. What I'm going to do is go through and put all my color in right now. Just straight down. I'll do the mountains next. And I just use water. This is acrylic paint. You just put water. I have water in here to clean the brush, and sometimes it's good to wet the brush and then grab the paint. It helps the paint flow. So here's my Payne's Gray I made. Let me show you. I'll put the mountain peaks in now. Doesn't that look cool? It's gray, but it has a hint of ultramarine blue in it. So I like to make my mountains pretty dark. I've been making those videos. If you have an iPhone, you got this thing on your recorder. It's called time lapse. So I'll make a video of me painting something that'll take like 20 minutes, and then the video's only like 17 seconds long. It's crazy. But I'll use it as a short. So it's a cool way to make some shorts, time-lapse art. I didn't think I'd have anybody in here tonight, but it's a slow night on YouTube. But I'll still post this. This is... this may end up being my masterpiece, and nobody's even watching right now. You never know. I also made, let me try my yellow ochre. I made my own yellow ochre. Look at that. That's pretty good. So yellow ochre, I think yellow and the brown I made. A little bit of brown. Put a little light on the side of these mountains, maybe. It's looking pretty good. I might just make a canyon down here today. Let me, I'm going to try my light green back here. I made a light green light green, ultramarine blue, and yellow. More yellow than ultramarine blue. When I paint this in right now, I try and leave those dark spots in there. They may end up being like shadows later on in the painting. And I made some dark green for here as I get closer to the viewer's eye. I pretty much block it in with one color, and then I'll darken it up here in the front. As your eye gets things get closer, the color gets brighter, and then it gets, you can't really see color when it's really far away. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll put white in this green way in the back, just titanium white, just to lighten it up a bit. Do. So I guess I'm gonna do the other side the same way with green. Maybe I'll put a little bit of brown down here and here just to change it up a bit. So this side is going to be the light hitting on this side. I'm going to put a little more yellow in my green now. Let me show you what I do. I might as well hold the palette for you so you can see how I do it. This isn't really an instructional video, but at least you can see how I do it. So I want to make the green a little brighter on this side, because I'm thinking the light's going to be shining over here more. So I'm just going to add yellow to it. It's the same green I used over here, but I want it brighter, so we'll just brighten it up a bit. Sometimes you gotta wet your brush a little with water to get it to flow for you. Wow, that's really bright green. And just bring it down, just like the other side. This is called blocking it in. Just block in the color. This first layer is the, I call it the underpaint. And I think I'm going to put yellow ochre here at the bottom part. Just to change it up a little bit. And I'm going to put brown over here, which is the brown, maybe a brown and a yellow ochre mixed up. So I'll mix those two, yellow ochre and brown, and just put a hill right here. This is going to be my foreground right here. So if you were standing here, you could either be up on top here. I'll make it a couple levels. I'll grab a little white here and make like a couple steps going up. Okay, very good. So for this canyon in here, I'm just going to mix the brown and yellow ochre again. And just use this color down in there. Maybe a little lighter. I'm going to add a little yellow to it. A little yellow and yellow ochre. There we go. Wow, that looks pretty good. That's my canyon right there. Pretty cool colors there. I'm trying to do it pretty loose. What I see what I want to do now, let's see if anybody's in the chat room here. Nobody's in there yet. I'm going to make some ledges, or not ledges, using my brown that I made. If you see it, if you just came to the, if you just came in, I'm mixing all my colors today with just blue, yellow, and red. So every color I mixed on my own. I'm going to put a ledge right here, like under the grass. And one over here. This is going to be a canyon in here. So this is where the water would erode the sides down a little bit, and then you get like a drop off down here. I'm just putting in my underpaint right now. There we go. So we got some canyon walls here. It's not the Grand Canyon, but it looks cool when you got these little drop-offs. Uh, it's like a riverbed. It's a riverbed. Uh, we used to go four-wheel driving in these riverbeds a lot. We used to see whose truck could, get out of the river. They were pretty deep. They were like 10 feet deep, and you would have to take your truck and try and get up the river wall and get out over on this side. And then of course we'd have big parties down in the middle of the riverbed. We'd get a bunch of tires, almost like 100 old tires, and have a bonfire in there. Get a couple kegs of beer. Wow, those were the old days. I don't do that anymore. You young kids out there, don't do that. Stay sober. John, how you doing? I got somebody in the chat room. Right on. I just got my underpaint done. This is acrylic paint. Doesn't this look, it looks kind of weird to me. The riverbed, I made it like a dark brown and yellow ochre, but it doesn't look deep to me. I almost want it to be like really deep, but probably not the right color for that. It's probably too dark. I need to lighten it up, and it might look lower. What I was thinking about doing was running like a small stream in there, like really just right down the middle of it. So it looks like maybe it's the last of the snow melt and the rivers. The river is not getting any water anymore. If you guys are from across the world, let me know where you're from. I'll put you on my map. I got a map going. Where the viewers are from. I'm going to do some clouds already. We put some cool clouds in here. I think I'm going to try some streakers first. Some small streakers. I'm trying to get you, hopefully motivate you guys to start painting. I had someone yesterday that she said that watching my videos is helping her to get back into painting again. So I hope she does. Those are some really easy clouds. If you're having problem with your clouds, if you're a painter, just get a fan brush. This is an oil fan brush though, okay? And just touch the top part of the cloud in like this, really small. And then kind of pull the bottom to the left, just the bottom part. They'll look like they're like streaker clouds just blowing in. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba. This is a 14 by 14. During the summer, I try and sell my art because I live in Seattle. We have a lot of those weekend markets where they sell vegetables. But this year, supposedly, they're going to let some people sell art. And I think I'm going to be able to sell my art on the weekends. Right on. Yeah, I like making these small clouds. They're really easy and they look good. And you can start making them bigger if you want as well, like by pulling the bottom more, by stretching the bottom out like this. If you want to make them a little bigger, it's like that. Or you can keep them really small. But you gotta do have a when if you're painting to sell, which I'm doing, you gotta have all different sizes of paintings, and don't do big paintings unless somebody offers you money to do one, okay? Because I don't do big paintings unless someone commissions it, okay? You can do these small paintings and sell them at your table, and people pay like 75 bucks to 100 bucks for them. And when you want to sell a big one, then that's where you make your money, okay? Your big money, commission pieces. But believe it or not, there's a lot of people that like these small paintings. They like small ones, and the acrylic is better if you're selling every week, every week, every week, because these dry right away. If you do oil, you got to wait 3 weeks before you can sell the painting. So if you're out there selling art, acrylic's the best way to go. But I mean, if you're already a famous artist, you can do whatever you want. But this is just for up and coming artists. Good tips. I'm going to put a lot of snow up here. And then the viewer's going to go, look at all that snow, but there's no water in the river. What's going on? Well, there's probably a dam over here or something. There's a river over there in a river in the Middle East that's drying up because the people up north, they made dams and they're not letting any of the water go through. So all the people down south aren't getting any water anymore and the rivers are drying up. We had a big dam. I lived in Las Vegas for a while, the Hoover Dam. You could actually walk across that thing before, I mean, you can't, I don't think you can do it anymore, but if you guys are new to the channel, I improvise every landscape I do is just from my mind. I try and create something new each time I paint. Wow. I think I'm going to try and lighten that color up a little bit. It's a little too dark for me. I think that'll work. I just lightened it up. It was way too dark. It had too much contrast between the white. All right. Trying to go fast on my mountain because I spent quite a bit of time on the one. Oh, let me show you the one from yesterday up there. Let me show you the. That's the painting from the last live stream up there. Those mountains came out great. See those mountains? Man. This one's coming out pretty good. I'm going to try and blend. Kind of put a lot of blue down here, didn't I? That's all right. See how quick that acrylic paint dries? Dried so fast I couldn't even get a blend on it. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna put some trees in now. So I'm gonna mix, I already mixed some dark green. I'm gonna put a little black in my green and then make some distant trees back there. With a fan brush. So if you just joined in, I mixed all my colors with blue, yellow, and red. So everything I've made with those three colors. The green, I just added a little black to it because I want some dark trees back here on this hill coming down. There we go. Yeah. Those look pretty good. So I got a hill way back there that I forgot about. I put some distant trees way back there. Really small. And then I'm going to put some trees right here. Bada bing, looking good. Let's put some shrubs down here. It's looking pretty good now. Here's where I want to make some big trees here. Let me put a big tree in here. So I'm going to put some bushes on top of this brown here. Right in here, some bushes. If you just joined in, I designed this where this brown was going to be my foreground. That's so I could at least put a big tree up in the sky. Lately I've been, if you see that one up there, I couldn't make a big tree because everything was so far away, you know. So I'm going to go in between these two mountains here with a tree. You should lighten these trees up if you're just starting out. Or you can darken up the color by just putting a little more black in it like this. Just to so your tree is a little darker than that color behind it. Or you can lighten that up. I'm going to blow right by it, so because I'm going to highlight this tree that I'm putting in right now. I'm going to highlight it with probably definitely a lighter color so we can see the branches on it. Look at that. Nice tree. Ba-da-ba. I'm going to highlight this tree. The way I usually do it, I use the same color. I'm just going to add a little white to it. You could use, I think, white or yellow, but I'm going to use white. I just want to highlight the one side. And I might put green on it here in a second. I just want to see what it looks like when it's highlighted. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to do my bushes with yellow ochre down here. The yellow ochre I made. Trying to keep it looking real, you know, like trying to make it look like nature. All right, it's time to look at this thing. Let me see what it looks like. Wow. It's coming out pretty good. I keep losing people. I see every once in a while I'll see like 6 people and then there's 2. It's just you and me, whoever that is. Because I'm one of the people. I'm one of the people up there. From North Carolina. Is that enough? Thank you. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, Anaya. All right, on. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. I didn't see you guys probably left already, but thanks for subscribing. Because I see everybody already left. But cool. I think I got some subscribers anyway. Everybody's always in a hurry now, you know. They can only watch something for a few seconds. But that's all right. That's all right. Maybe oh, you're still here. All right. Cool, cool. You get a little guitar lick there. Right on. All right. Let me keep painting here. All right, all right. I kind of like this, what I did here. I'm going to put some bushes down here now. I might make, because these might be trees here, because I think this is far away. This is like down. If you're standing up here, you're looking down at this from up here. I could throw in some trees off the side here, but I don't want to do that on this one. I want to put my water in right now from way in the back, a running stream. Like the snow is just starting to melt, and it's going to fill this riverbed up eventually once it starts melting. So I'm going to start the snow, the water, maybe up here. Yeah. From here down and then into the riverbed. It's just a little bit of water coming down right now. Not a lot. Something like that, yeah. Looking good. I kind of like this. I want to put a little sparkle on my bushes here. I think I'm going to try yellow. Let's see what yellow does to these. Just in a few areas here. Just to get a little added color in there. I'm going to put some flowers down here. Maybe yellow. Nah, white. Put some white flowers in here. If you guys just tuned in, I was talking earlier. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, what kind of guitar you got? I should keep an eye on my chat more often. You play electric or acoustic? Some birds up there. Yeah, I know. I like. It always seems like artists, uh, like music and art go together, kind of. I think. Yep, the blues. That's. Yep, I started out with heavy metal, but then as I got older, I got into the blues and stuff. I was thinking about starting like because I know so many blues licks. I was gonna start just a channel for uh, doing blues licks here and there. But there's so many great guitar players on YouTube. It's unreal. It's pretty amazing. There's that one girl that plays pretty good. Uh, she'll do covers and then have a special guest singer. I just kind of ran into that video not too long ago. They'll do like heavy metal songs from like the Trooper. Look at that. Put some small trees down here so it put a Van Gogh tree next to a Bob Ross tree there. Van Gogh, Bob Ross. All right, this is looking pretty good. Let me see where I am on time. 1 hour. It just hit an hour, so I'm gonna put a birch tree in over here since you guys are hanging out. Just gotta find the right brush. All right, on, yeah. Nowadays, I think they changed it. You only need 500. You only need 500 subscribers now to do live. Uh, yeah, to do live stream, you only need 500 subscribers now. Before you needed 1,000. mixing up some dark brown. I'm gonna put a birch tree in here. I'm gonna have to go over those birds because I'll have to redo the birds because I want the tree right here. Birch tree going straight up through the painting. It'll look good. Binte Aziz. I didn't think I was going to get any viewers tonight. That's a funky tree. I think I'm going to turn it into a birch tree though. Cool. Who's in here now? All right, on. Thanks. Are you an artist? Is it Binte or Binte? All right, on. Thanks, Sienna. Yeah, I still got a little more to do on it. I'm gonna put some color on my tree now. I think it's dried enough. I gotta unplug the charger. Hopefully the sound stays on. Do you guys still hear sound? I had to move the camera. All right, I'm gonna do the birch tree now. All right, cool. My inspiration. I just love to paint. All these landscapes I do come from my mind, so I'm not looking at a picture or anything. I have a lot of videos. If you're thinking about becoming an artist, or you are an artist, I got videos on how I do all these trees, clouds, mountains on my channel. The lives I just do for entertainment. And to talk to you guys. So I can chat with you. Yeah, that came out good. I like, I put that right in the middle of the painting. I don't know if that was a good idea, but it looks good, huh? Wow, I did put that right in the middle, but it really makes that mountain look far away, doesn't it? I think I put it in the right spot, right, like right in between these two peaks. Uh, it really makes that back section look really good. To me, it does. But all right, there's the birch tree. That's good enough for now. This is coming out pretty good. I think it's because I have you guys in the chat room now. I was getting a little discouraged there. There was only two of us. It was only me and Ethan there for a while. But we were having fun. We were chatting it up. So if you just joined in, I mixed everything from blue, yellow, and red. I mixed all my colors. So that's what I got from mixing. So you can do you could do your landscapes with three colors. That's what the whole purpose of this video was, to do a painting by just using three colors. So I got to re-put the birds up in there because I went over the birds with the tree. Yeah, good. I'm glad you guys subscribed. I do I do something every day on YouTube. I do something. I do either a short, or I do these live streams a lot because I don't have to upload it. It just uploads by itself when I'm done. That's why I like doing these live streams. But this came out pretty good. Play a little lick here. All right. A little blues lick there. Uh, what else can I do in here? You guys got any suggestions? Oh, Ethan. Oh, yeah, yeah. It almost looks Greek or something, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. I got to finish the river. That's right. Uh, I was going to keep it like dry because the snow hasn't melted yet, but yeah, there's still work to do down here on these ledges, and that's right. I was gonna lighten all this up back here because this should be darker than this back section. Should be lighter. Let me try and wash it with white. See what happens. Uh, I'm going to wash that brown with a little titanium white. I don't know if it'll work. It might work. Yeah, it helped it out. It helped it out quite a bit. But with this white, it's going to soak in. It might get dark again. Let me do the ledges. I'm running out of. I don't have any brown left. I have like a light brown, maybe. Do do do. All right, I think it's. It's getting there. Pretty good. I should have made that a river. I think it would have looked better. But I think I'm going to try and widen the river a little bit. Make it look like more water. There we go. Yeah, I think it needed more water, so. A little better. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it now because it's getting late. But I appreciate you guys subscribing, all you the new people. Right, right. It's just it was supposed to be the snow melt hasn't started melting yet, so now it is. Well, good. I hope you guys come back on my next live. Thanks, Shannon. Right on. Thanks, Sienna. Yeah, look at, I got a lot of videos on mountains, clouds, trees, everything. You just got to pick the one you want to look at. Yeah, this, I'll probably still do a little more on this, but it came out pretty good. Let me show you the one from last night. That's from last night up there. It's not quite done, but the mountains came out good. I like the way I did the mountains there. Pretty cool. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on, probably see you tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I might do a couple lives. We'll see. Have a good night. Cheers, everybody.